What's good, YouTube? This is Mr. Purple Zero back with another video. There's a post going around on the internet. I'm not sure if you have seen it. Maybe you did, maybe you haven't. But the post is stating that Khris Middleton is better than Klay Thompson. I have to respectfully disagree. Because it's one thing that Klay Thompson does that Khris Middleton doesn't do on a regular basis, and that's defense. Klay Thompson plays both sides of the court, and that is undeniable. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Because for him, it's not just about scoring. For him, it's about guarding the best player on the opposing team and still dropping 20-plus points on a night. How many players are doing that? Respectfully. We're talking about defensively and offensively. Who's putting up numbers like that? Nobody. It's not Steph Curry that guards the Russell Westbrooks, the Damian Lillards, and all these players. It's not Steph Curry. It's Klay Thompson that guards the best guy on the court. Klay Thompson. He guards the Kawhi Leonards. All the problem people on the court, that's Klay's job. And at the same time, he got to go out there and still drop buckets. So to me, it's night and day when you compare them in that aspect. Now let's talk about creating your own shot. If you want to say Khris Middleton is a better shot creator than Klay Thompson, I'm going to give you that. Because he is. He can create his own shot off the dribble, however you want to do it. Klay Thompson's more spot up. Does he go to the rim? Yes, timely, but not all the time. In terms of setting up his shot, we're going to give that to Khris Middleton. But overall, offense and defense, I'm still giving it to Klay Thompson. I don't even know why this really came up as a discussion or a debate. But, you know, we could debate anything when it comes to basketball. But the way I see it is just night and day. I'd rather have Klay Thompson on my team any day before Khris Middleton. And I say that respectfully. I know Khris Middleton is a champion. He's an all-star. He gets busy. But I just don't trust him like that. And at the end of the day, I'm going to always pick the player that plays defense opposed to the player that can just score, flat out score. Khris Middleton is a scorer. Don't get it twisted. But he's not Klay Thompson. He's not going out there and guarding the best guy. We're not saying he's not capable of doing it, but he doesn't do it on a regular basis. This is Klay Thompson's job on a regular basis. Now, before Klay, when Klay comes back, we don't know what Klay we're going to get. We have to still sit back and analyze and see what kind of Klay Thompson we're going to get. But overall, if you count on the Klay Thompson before he got injured and this Khris Middleton right now, it's still Klay Thompson. It's still Klay Thompson. And the fact that it's a debate and that it's up for discussion, it makes me wonder. Because I'm like, do people actually watch what's going on the court, or are they just looking at the stats? Or looking at because somebody won a championship? Because, Khris Middleton don't play D like that to me. He don't move around and guard the best guys and be locking them up. When have you seen Khris Middleton lock up anybody? I haven't seen it. All I see is a guy that could drop buckets on your head and is capable of a 50-point night, but so is Klay Thompson. You see, that's the thing. With Klay Thompson, I get scoring and I get defense. How can I go against that when you get scoring and defense on both sides of the court, opposed to one-sided Khris Middleton? And another thing with Klay Thompson, I can fit him in on any team in the NBA. I can plug him. There's not one team that wouldn't take Klay Thompson right now. Let's just hypothetical. Klay Thompson's a free agent tomorrow. All 32 teams in the NBA were going to be buying for Klay Thompson. 31 teams, pardon me. They will all be going for Klay Thompson because he's one of the best two-way players the NBA has seen. We're not talking Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. We know that already. We know what they're about. But we're talking about a guy, especially when it comes to shooters, because one thing about a shooter is they always expect you to just sit in the corner, spot up, and make shots, a la J.J. Redick, a la certain players. A lot of shooters could never put the ball on the floor. I'm not saying Klay Thompson got a handle like that to put the ball on the floor, but he can put the ball on the floor. He does go to the rim a lot. He's not just spot up and shoot. But at the same time, that's not his best aspect of the game. Could you imagine having a guy like Klay Thompson, 6'7", 6'8", whatever it may be, two guard, whatever, but he can guard your 1 through 3? I wouldn't put him on the 4, that'd be crazy. But 1 through 3, your point guards, your shooting guards, your small forward, Klay Thompson guards those best guys nightly. So I think you got to give a lot more respect when it comes to Klay Thompson's name and matching up with Khris Middleton. Yes, Khris Middleton is a champion. He just won a championship. Congratulations. But you're just not better than Klay Thompson.